But the role of the auditor in nation building.
Local that was the Zoom Lions time as well as Crow and Associate. The two cases were happening at the same time.
Okay.
But now Crow and Associate was more popular. Because of Asafo. Now people were aware of the this one. And also the same type of thing in Crofono Ekoye audit. Now, before then, let me explain something. I am among auditor. The Auditor General goes around and be looking into. No, we have institutional arrangement that teams go to do their audit. Until when they do the finding as if Auditor General doesn't know. There be like there are audit offices all over the country. Just like how the police operate. And then the Oga say IGP Echiobi or Abomusua Oni. He is not aware. Until maybe the case is brought to him, he is not even aware. Until this team who went to Ministry of Finance, and audit in 2018, and who payment of about $1 million. Since a man who referred to 1 million Ghana cedis. No, $1 million. $1 million Ghana cedis.
$1 million.
Yes, that's a credit that's all. Over $1 million. US Crow and Associates. So the audit question was very simple. Where's the evidence of the work done? Because according to the contract, normally you do work and then they pay you. So where's the evidence? Yes. Now evidence, no Munsanka. And I say, okay, let's go back to basics. First and foremost, contract no crowing.
Contractor, you share $1 million. Crow and
exactly. Contract away. And the contract no buy a honor auditors and say I agree there because when Jessica 6 months and then I'm sign contract.
Sasa Debbie, Omutia $1 million.
Exactly.
Emma Crow and Associates.
Yes.
After 6 months.
And Sana
almost signed contract.
So the contract happened months. I don't know whether it's exactly 6 months, but after the payment of the money.
Wow.
Okay. And she assume bed. Now contract so procurement process ben amufa so procure because it is part of procurement. Now procurement if you are competitive or restricted tendering or single source. So single source and say okay. Say single source there approval modi single source no because according to the Public Procurement Act no munya approval from the Public Procurement Board. That's what you can say you should get approval from Public Procurement Authority. Public Procurement Board.
So there's a difference between the board and the authority.
In the Act defines the authority and defines the board as the governing authority of the board.
Okay.
And it is only the board. Ghana It's only the board which has that mandate, not the authority.
Okay.
Nipa bebre also when your Public Procurement Authority approval. Nansemi who NCA communication beyond now it was in social media. Only they got approval. Me can't say this is a fake approval. Because it is stated there that PPA hereby approves. No, they can't approve. It is the board.
Only the board.
Yes, until the proper approvals. No, Osha, the PPA chief executive writes at the board meeting on this date. Board meeting number so approval was given.
Okay.
So he communicates.
So it's not the authority.
Not the authority. It is the board.
Okay.
And he say, where is the approval? And somebody copy. Satamna case now. I hear a leak internet or social media. And he somebody copy by and me say, oh, authority nini. Do you notice that it is an approval from the PPA, not the board? Obia or Timas, on kind section 40 of the Public Procurement Act. It is clearly stated there, 39, 30, and 39, I think 40 and 41 of the Public Procurement Authority Act. And it should be a board approval. You say, but this one is PPA approval. ABIJ's approval is not the board's approval. So I cannot accept this. That is one. Two, this approval is given after the contract has been signed. Till payment was done, contract signed, approval now get receive. Reverse GA. They apply reverse GA. This approval was given after the contract has been approved. And ironically, given by a chief executive who doesn't have that mandate. It is the board which has the mandate. But the most interesting part, Captain, and I say, The approval was to Kandapa national security, not senior minister.
The approval, no.
The approval. It was even addressed to
the national security minister.
Exactly.
Not the senior
exactly.
minister.
It said the education service that could approval. Now health. Amaso Edieko.
Hey.
Exactly. So these are two different entities. Now, guys, are you reading the approval? The approval is being given to national security. And I'm saying, okay, so this approval here, but then the evidence of work done, and also here.
Okay.
And also so Sanka. So they raised the audit.
Which years can before approval?
And almost sign, and sign a contract near sign. Yes, sign contract and sign approval. And approval no crime also for the national security.
And I was also correct.
They give us the evidence, so they are not giving it.
No, almost $1 million.
Almost they were going to collect some money. Now it has been paid by the previous government.
That's right.
And so. Because under the contract, no. Captain, you say a copy of the approval. 1 hour. Some people were paid about $750 an hour.
Please, Chief.
Also, means be to Google that contract and yes, Google that Crew and Associate. Now 1 hour.
Every hour be a $750.
I think the maximum was about $750. A day 500. No, so for within an hour. Beautiful amounts. Papa with reference Manasseh. He also made a story about it. No, see the president's salary for a man to cry is about somebody's 1 hour 1 hour payment. But when they issued the audit observation, that was January 2018, I remember, they could not provide the evidence of the work done. And in March, they issued the management letter. These are all according to law. Audit now, AMRO. Okay. According to Regulation 34 of the Audit Service Regulation, you issue observations on the field. The audit team leader is supposed to issue the observations and receive response. I don't know, 1 year in January 2018. Then I remember in March, the team leader issued the management letter, which again, in accordance with Section 29 of the Audit Service Act, you are supposed to respond within 30 days. And also response number. Until June, and I may issue my audit report to Parliament. Because after 30 days, March, April, May, just say, 30 days, no long time. To June, and I may issue me a report in the Parliament. Me issue a report in June, Grano. Honorable Safuma for a sanctuary. Say, oh, some crofano, omu ye jumana say for Monsieur Mate. I didn't respond to that letter because now I issue me a report every time is also I sank out umami nchechiremu any evidence na twom de dada enti manfi ena search charge ne ba na omo say omo ntiase enti omo de court ena omo de court me refi ni lawyer ni di anyway ehu hia ni lawyers na say for national security interest enti na adwuma omo ye na they couldn't show it to the auditors. And so it was for a national interest. Mr. Edi. This is the opportunity I was looking for. Because now me person may establish 1 point. Say nobody is exempted from audit. Not even the president. We audit the president. We audit the National Audit Security Office in Angasan. So why would
sometimes you don't make it public?
Yes, it depends upon the findings.
Okay.
So findings here, what will not cause trouble there.
You don't make it public.
Yes.
So you were looking for that.
I was looking for an opportunity to establish this.
To investigate the national security.
Everybody can be audited. No, we have been auditing them already. But at times there was pushback. Like this is national security issue. We said no. There's nothing like that. Until we served Honorable Safumafo and Crew and Associate notice that 2 weeks, if you don't give us the evidence for the work done and answer the other questions, the expenditure will be disallowed and you will be set charge. Anyway, we issue a notice. a copy goes to Attorney General, copy goes to the office of the president.
Almost everybody had a copy.
Then number bia. Now man for be say oh ntimi say charge. Obi you can't. Ehuna keke. You say hey you don't know this guy. That just a team adem call him. Na me nkusie ni na kana ze for na. Nti nipa da se nipa de. Wo minsro kura. Enti time no so ye na ye say charge. No say on tiase. No mo de call court. To on de call court so. Nyamincha de Justice Efia eso mu no say obisa me say and since the main issue is evidence for work done no, so catch on say yenko hwehwe adwuma na o ma yenu mu a if you direct them to make it available to you, will I do it? Let me say they won't do it.
Okay, judge say you won't do it.
Yeah, me got through my lawyer say no, we won't do it. And I say why? Let me say because you will be setting a bad precedent. Because in everybody say captain here be auditing na say it is come and say on studio na we see they disallow na say charge na afi HR na say film you know HR we say oh my studio into brabe here. In that case you are making audit useless, completely useless. So me as far as I'm concerned I finished my work. So it is up to you to say what you to and as a winning to.
Hey.
Yeah. And almost raise the national security issue. And Justice Afia say, almost the national security there, according to the Constitution, Supreme Court na interpreting national security issues. Into also board to straight. Pa Supreme Court. And I got that Supreme Court. Supreme Court is beside the first question. So, Auditor General, if we ask you to go and look at the work that the senior minister did, will you do it? Let me say no. Through my lawyer, I say no, I will not. No, so why? Because the audit is completed. And I want you to tell me, under what mandate would the court even do that? Because according to Article 187, Clause 7A, or say, the Auditor General in the performance of his functions under this Constitution and any other law is not under the direction and control of any other person or authority. I think you are part of the authority. You can say that my work is not good, I'm setting it aside. But you can't interfere to say go and do an audit or continue the audit.
Okay.
So I don't think it lied with the Supreme Court.
You told them that?
Through my lawyers. We challenged that. And me and Madam for Justice Jones Doche.
Okay.
He was the one presiding over the case. Okay. It was a court rice. And one of more rice here, Chimba. Then you go carry in your agree umunim. You try one of Mosamba say. In the wisdom of the Supreme Court, they are directing the senior minister to give that evidence to the Auditor General, and Auditor General has 10 days to come back to the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court say whether he is satisfied or he is not satisfied. My lawyer Esther no say sit down, no sit. And the Eshamabu papa.
Supreme Court.
Yes. Bad man kasa. Enti Zoom line on the nearby. Na me imagine senka. Almost I will stand up and speak.
Hey.
I'll tell them I don't care the consequence. You can even sentence me to death, but I'm going to tell you my peace of mind. But nyamin chadi amaso says that I'm not me will leave into me uncle. In the Supreme Court, Eddie Bayer said that we should go back and do the work, no. Now, Omama me 10 days. 5 days into the 10 days. I was not going to do it. I was going to wait till the 10 days expired, and my colleague said, no, they were acting unconstitutionally.
About your leave?
No, not about my leave. About the directive for me to go back and do the audit. Okay. They were interfering because I piled up several cases. Supreme Court in Angasa has refused to interfere with Electoral Commission. Their decisions. So I was going to show it to them. That you say Electoral Commission is independent. And the same clause by which you decide not to go and direct the Electoral Commissioner protects me. In fact, Electoral Commissioner didn't put there subject to the Constitution and other law. Other gender, there's no qualification. Hey. He said in the performance of his functions, he's not under the direction and control. Well, admittedly, I know I'm under the control of the law.
That's right.
That one, I'm not saying that anybody can be above the law. I know that. But my partner say, at worst, it is the same law. So how come in this case, now I've got my lawyers to pull out a lot of cases from an EC. So you refuse to direct EC.
But why
are you directing me? Be consistent. Consistency is very important of every profession.
Hey, that would have been damning.
Oh yes, I was ready to go to jail. Mechanical picture said, "Me very ready." Now I was ready for a candidate for jail, and I was going to go to jail through the Supreme Court. Now I say I'll challenge them publicly, disgrace them, insult them, and they'll put me inside. I was more than ready to do that because Mijini said the judiciary has a very important role to play in any country.
Okay,
and they must be credible, and they must act in ways that people will trust them. But from my personal point of view, I thought they were being inconsistent. And consistency as an accountant, we be accountant is one of our fundamental concepts.
If it's an executive influencer now,
meaning be free say, so being influence you and the media. As far as I'm concerned, you must be consistent.
That's all.
Executive influence, it can come on everybody at all. And that is how it went. And the next day, breaking news, I say, my acting auditor general, the deputy, has cleared Crew and Associates. So we finished the audit within 24 hours. We say, wow, we are fast power. Meaning, speed is anyway. So that is how it ended. Until one day response, Akroma Justice Efia said, well, Auditor General is now satisfied with the job. Set you free. So that ended it.
And it's kind of hey.
Ashi.
Zoom lion, the other swashi.
Ashi. Come from wedding. Free.
Wow. Apart from this, challenges ben we share in your duty, line of duty as the Auditor General.
Oh, challenges in the baby. You know the Ghanaian mindset or mentality. Bribia yede Jantua any who you know, Nina Sephone. Till your home one classmate be a wound. I chair won't kind of no pay. Say, when you say, so they knew you none call Gadis, you none call Kipoli, an audit issue. We say that. You have oh, yes, I am winning. Hey, I am winning. And say, oh, wait there. You didn't say we are right, but to say there be the audit now. And so I dare back one month for say, if you want to do something like that, and just say you are spoiling your integrity, and they say audit no, and sana a bedroom auditor general anymore. Now it has been established down there because in the course of the audit.
So it is not you.
No, the auditor general doesn't own the field. Auditor general in Caulfield.
What's your office?
Meet my office. At times, audit nangasa kuraminya where says cost because we delegated it to the various branches and units. There are yes, we have delegated it. Say you are in charge of the district, so you can continue planning and doing the district audit. You are in charge of the region, you can do a audit there. We are in charge of Ministry of Finance. So there are sectional heads who plan and carry out the audit. They have raised the observation at Uncrophobia brain name. Into Obama in China also sweep under the carpet. It's
no more to be cast.
Big catchers or munim somewhere there. Moody woman so Shana. Okay, there. Go and tell the auditee. Say observations are umuriziano. Kita no memino.
Okay.
Normally they'll say, this is what you should do to correct it. So they normally do what you call put in what you call recommendations to correct it. And if there are recommendations, go and respond to the recommendation. Say ubet me and I wouldn't mean maybe this is how I can do it. Maybe I'll say to scan within a week. So meet here. And so 1 week in the annual maybe mame bosome and abosumi no meet here. If you are able to settle it down, they themselves will write it that they have received a satisfactory response. Until they just assemble the go and deal with at that point. You see, sir, not near the only instances, sir, make us say I was directly involved. Directly involved is when the request comes from government. To me, say there was a point in time, the request to be by say former parliamentarians, salary arrears be, and Kesi chair 4 times. Satam na a friend say Omampeni kura na or MP, member of parliament.
That's right.
Na chief of staff na sifu na no members of including former president John Dramani. They were Mahama. Now we MPs. Now allowance be and salary difference be as anke triama omo. Kufo entria. Enti omo de abem sa menhwem na yentua ema omo.
No de omo de breo.
Omo de breme directly. Timinsa kan me say me susu e am here research kakra. Now omo research fi say omo research fi say na me accountant general. Na me accountant general sa
auditor general.
There be yeah, before auditor general na ma yejuma 18 years in accountant general.
Ti abai payment de unim kakra.
Thank you. Before time na me accountant general as a director.
Hey.
And I knew about it. Sub payment na minim hu bibi. And I was actually director of payroll. In the salaries na minim what it was. Nti some no ba me say, enya de we na President Kufo efiri so ye de come Professor Mills. And our SETI committee headed by Mr. Yamson. Ishmael Yamson.
Professor Ishmael.
Yes, yes. And Yamson's committee had the recommendation ekokoma President Mills. Emma Ojina so etwemu. And asambe timi go hwe document anya me ncha de me hu documents. And me throw back to Madam Froma say yentia. I do you told me to yentia. I know the na enya me staff and the name ya. Me face to face. The auditing the do na some ebi also ebi kura wa mpo wunta nyini me like auditing ba ku say eno the enya me na me here but eno so ba betu many about the use of gate fund money for scholarship for brilliant and needy students. So okay,
MPs BD
exactly. And we say buy no manyeni na me catch us na po madam for pa. Ndi u pay friend no. To me call office go say me go fear for di but I'm not sure about this. I say no kre.
Ono confess to you.
I say no kre but he applied. So as long as he is paid, he say hey Senate here. Okay. But if you apply that
brilliant but needy students.
Yes. Okay, me say oh no, onye brilliant ana. I'm so definitely we are brilliant. And I say you mean I'm not needy. Let me say it in constituency mention only needy person wo. Now but now the answer is same yes 3 years. I'm saying Apuba, you know something. You have not gotten the catch. The law did not only talk about brilliant and needy students. It said for secondary and tertiary education in Ghana. London, Eka Ghana. Minia, yes, Minia. And the point I'm trying to make here is that you have used the money for the unintended purpose. Oh, say okay, and the report will be issued. Report no by be threatening me, but could people they say, oh, mama, 24 hours. I should retract my this.
Why no?
I've forgotten his name.
No, she MP.
Yes. Now that time he was a deputy minister, I think at a Greek or housing or something like that.
Deputy minister, a Greek.
Is it a Greek or health?
Yeah, I don't know. Deputy minister Saba first one.